name is Nasyitah binti Badrulhisham. So my matrix number is 255736, and my topic for individual assignment is the determinant of return of assets in Transocean Berhad. So we go for the first chapter, which is introduction, and here is the logo of the Transocean. So the background of the company, Transocean Holding Berhad, are conducting three divisions such as logistics solution, trading of tires, and investment holdings. For logistics solution, division provides custom trading, warehousing, service related to freight forwarding, regional air and ocean freight. And the company was initiated in 1977 and is operated in Badrulhisham, Malaysia. So the related issues on financial risk management of this company is market risk and operational risk. So for market risk, due to the macroeconomic growth downturn, the market condition and stiff competition, the fluctuation of the price, depreciation of regulation, and other cost escalations. For operational risk, how operational risk affects the company is warehouse management. There is key to occur fire, theft, or burglary. Other than that, were accident and rough handling causing damage to customer cargo. Okay, for the research objective is to examine the impact of profitability and firm internal factors. To examine the impact of profitability and firm external factor. And lastly is to examine the impact of profitability and firm internal and external factor. Okay, so for research question, what is the impact of profitability and firm internal factors? And then what is the impact of profitability and firm external factor? And last is what is the impact of profitability and firm internal external factor? Okay, so the first uh, the first thing that we're going to discuss in literature review is the performance. So financial performance is a subjective measure of how well an organization can extract assets from its primary business mode and generate revenue. Company's performance could be portrayed in ROA formula by determining company's earning before interest and tax against total net assets. So this is the formula. Okay, then internal factors is operational risk. According to the Journal of Banking and Finance 2008, operational risk is divided into two versions, whether the risk of failure because of the company's operating technologies or the probability of failure due to the cost of the business. So there are two types of formula that we can use to discuss about the operational risk, which is operating margin and operating ratio. So this is the formula. Okay, for external factor, this is about GDP, which is gross domestic product, and inflation. Okay, so GDP, according to the Investopedia, the total monetary or market value of all finished goods and services produced within the boundaries of a country in a specific period, it serves as a specific measure of total domestic production as a detailed scorecard of the economic health of the country. And then the inflation is defined as a quantitative measure of the rate at which the average price level of a given economic basket of goods and services rises over a period. Okay, the third chapter is methodology. I chose Transocean Berhad to conduct this study as transportation and logistics industry in Malaysia. I obtained the annual report within year 2014 to 2018 and used some details for analyzing the effect of internal factors from many aspects such as profitability, liquidity, operational, and credit in this company. GDP, inflation rate, unemployment rate, and exchange rate for 5 years are included to review the trend of economic condition from 2014 to 2018 as for determining the macroeconomic factors. IBM statistical package for the social science SPSS statistic version 25 is method used to collect and analyze data. The analysis data was using multiple linear regression analysis. So this is the table for measurement of variables. Our DV is which is dependent variable is ROA, and our uh, and then for IV is internal factor, external factor, and both. Okay, for model 1 is to examine the first research objective, which is to examine the impact of profitability uh, and firm internal factor. For model 2, to correspond to the second research objective. And then the third is, which is model 3, it also correspond for the third research objective, which is to examine the impact of profitability and firm internal and external factor. Okay, so now we move to chapter 4, which is analysis and findings. So, okay, so for descriptive statistic is included all variable, and the mean shows the average for 5 years, and standard deviation shows the volatility for the 5 years. And we took only one example, which is ROA is 0.97%, which remarked that the company only gains profit about 0.97% from its assets. Okay, and then for exchange rate, the rate is only RM 3.78 ringgit to $1 USD. Okay, so this is the correlations table. Okay, so for correlation from variables that has been tested, some of them are significantly correlated to ROA, such as operating margin in internal factor and GDP in external factor. It is found that operating margin showed p-value less than 0.05 that represents a moderate statistically significant and positively correlated to ROA. It implies that increasing in operating margin causes an increment in ROA. So GDP is ranked as statistically significant since p-value is less than 0.05 as above table. It shows that the result is very close to zero. However, the most insignificant correlation is exchange rate that has higher result, far from 0.01. Okay, so for the model summary, the highest adjusted R square is 0.918 in model 2, which shows that model 2 has the most powerful to explain the dependent variable, which is ROA. Okay, for ANOVA, only model 2 and model 3 that's significant to ROA, which is has p-value that's less than 0.05, and for model 2, which is 0.041 for inflation and GDP. In model 3, 0.011, which is GDP. Okay, so for coefficient in model 1, this study found that operational ratio has no significant effect on ROA. This shows that operational ratio has no effect on ROA that indicates that profitability of Transocean Berhad has no relation with operational ratio. However, this study is contrasting to study of Chen Yin Li in 2014 stated that operational ratio and ROA has significant influence on profitability. Okay, for model 2, based on the coefficient table above, GDP has influenced ROA since the data for T value is greater than inflation, which indicates that T with bigger value shows significant. The finding for inflation in above data shows that inflation not influencing the ROA since T value is smaller than GDP. This study is opposite to study conducted by Nahar, Faiza, and Porto Nano 2007. And the last coefficient is model 3. The findings are consistent with previous findings conducted by M. Verzagate 2014, C.F. Avunik 2018, and the Tan Yong and Flores Fritos 2012, which resulted that there is a significant positive effect between return on assets and GDP. Okay, for conclusion and recommendation. Okay, so for the conclusion and recommendation, GDP is found the most significant impact to ROA. Transocean Berhad is depending to Malaysia's GDP growth in order to have a good performance. To help this out, Malaysia needs to improve in aggregate demand, which consists of consumer spending, investment level, government spending, and export-import. Then, aggregate supply also needs to be improved in productive capacity, efficiency economy, and labor productivity. And that's all from me. Thank you.